Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle for Monday, the 3rd of January 2022. I have a supplementary puzzle for you today. It's the New York Times medium level, but don't be fooled by the title of medium because very often this is on a par with its hard level game. And as we know, the hard level game is one of the harder, possibly the hardest newspaper game around, actually. So be prepared to do some work here. I don't think this is going to be easy all the way around. Don't you just love YouTube, how it throws up stuff that you don't expect? You know, I was just sitting watching some stuff on YouTube, and it pushed up a documentary about Gil Scott-Heron, one of my musical heroes. And I did know about his life story already. I'd heard a radio documentary about him and his unfortunate demise due to drugs and his ill health and etc. But seeing pictures and TV, it's an uploaded TV show, I suppose, um, puts it in a new perspective. And I saw a photograph of his daughter, and I was in a bit of shock, really, because there she was as an adult, and she was quite dismissive and saying negative things about him. But the picture I have is of her as a baby on one of his album covers, and one of the songs, a kind of a love song to his daughter that stuck in my mind, which is called "Your Daddy Loves You," which is one of the sweetest songs I've ever heard in my life up to this day. Nothing matches it, I think. And there she was as an adult. And of course, I just, after the documentary, I had to go back and play some of his old tracks, and I just realized that's 1980. So that's a very long time ago. Of course, people grow up. You forget when you see their pictures that, people get older. Time passes so quickly, doesn't it? But Gil Scott-Heron, what a great musical genius. When I was growing up, he was the soundtrack to my life, really, because jazz, social justice, politics, the empowerment of everybody. What a hero. Unfortunately, such a sad character too, to destroy himself with drugs. Okay, let's get on with our game of Sudoku. Sixes are all around, surrounding everywhere except this square. So let's put our 6 in here. As I said, don't expect a super easy game. Not like a Guardian medium or something like that. But do expect me to do something. Okay, one blocking up here and one across here. We can put the 1 in there. Let's just continue along with some other digits and see what we can see. 3 blocks across here and across here now, so that's a 3 we can place. Oh, we're not given any digit 5s. We have no 5s. Interesting. Okay, 9's are where it's at, baby. 9 blocks down here, 9 blocks up here, 9 goes in here. That means 9 blocks down here and up here, so 9 is in that square. And now across here, 9 blocks here and 9 blocks here. So we're looking for 9 in this column here and 9 blocks this square. So we can place a digit 9 there. 9 is our savior of the moment. Okay, I see 1 and 4, 1 and 4 blocking up the same columns here, so these have to be 1 and 4 here. Understanding that, knowing that, what is that going to tell us? Well, it's going to tell us that 7 blocks across here, so 7 is in these two squares. Is that going to give us anything else? Not much down here. Okay, back again, 1 and 4. Okay, we also know 3 is in these squares. This is 7 and 3, okay? Right, this is 1 and 4. This is 7 and 3. Now, that means that what comes here is 5 and 8. Now, we have an intersecting 8 here, so 8 must be here, and 5 must be here. So this has to be 5, right? This is 7, 3, this is 1, 4, so this has got to be a 5. And then 5 blocking down here, we'll put a 5 into that square there. Now the 3 numbers missing from this column are 1, 4, and 5. We have a 1 and a 5, both seeing this square, so that's got to be a 4. What's missing here? 7 and 8. Do we have any clue on 7 or 8? No, not really. Okay. 7s are like that. 8s are like that. The other missing number is 3. And those two squares, okay. Right, where to be looking now? Where to look now? Where to look now? Let's examine this row. We have 4 empty squares. We are missing 2, 5, 7, 8. And we can't do anything with it really, can we? How about down here? We are missing 1, which we know is in these two squares. 5, 7, and 8 again. 1, 5, 7, 8, right? Not getting very far with this. I don't know where to look really. I should just highlight the digits one more time in case there's some pattern, oops, that I spot now that I didn't spot before. Here and here it's just too complex. So 2s. Oops, went a bit far there. um, hmm. No, I don't think there's anything we can do there. Threes. Definitely nothing we can do there. Fours. Not really. Okay, fives. Sixes. No. No. Ah, we got an 8 we can place now. I didn't see that one. 8 across, 8 up here, so we can place an 8 there. Now 8 blocking down here will give us an 8 in this square. Okay, not with the 9. So let's think about this again up here. This is 1 and 5. Let's see if we... I'm hopeful this is going to give us something here. This is a 1 and 5, right? Now the 3 blocks across here and 3 blocks up here, so that's our 3 to place there now. And if you remember, 3 is in one of these two squares, right? So this 3 blocks that square, so 3 must be placed there. And here is our 7. Let's come back over here now. 1, 5 here, right? So what are we missing? Okay, so 1 up. Oh no, sorry, 1, 5. Sorry, 1, 5. 4 we're looking for. 4, 4, 6, and 9, right? Okay, so 9 is in these two squares. And that's not going to help us much because 9 is in these squares down here as well. So, and the 4 and the 6 we don't have any information about just yet, so we'll leave that. Okay, but at least we have made some progress. So let's continue along, shall we? I'm going to re-examine some things now. Let's see. Across here, we are missing 2, 5, 7. Hmm. 3, 8, that's 9. Let's examine this column here. We've got 1, 2, 3. We don't have 4. We don't have 5. 5 blocks 2 of those squares. We don't have 6. 6 blocks 1 of those squares. And we don't have 9, and 9 blocks 2, but not the same squares as 5, unfortunately. Okay, I'm going to highlight numbers one last time, and then I'm going to put in pencil marks. No, twos. No, nothing new there. Threes. Done. Nothing to do there. No, it's not good. Fives. No. Okay, sevens are like this. Somewhere there. Those two. No, useless. And eight. No. No. Okay, so I'm going to put in pencil marks because I don't know how to go forward. Otherwise, so missing numbers from here are 7 and 8. Let's put them in. Missing numbers from here are 1 and 4. Let's put those in. Missing numbers from here are 1 and 5. Let's put those in. That's all I can remember. Oh, down here, 3s in those squares, 7 in those squares, and 8 in those squares there. Okay, now let's go through the digits and place where we can. 1s are here and there. Done. 2s are along here, there, like so. 3s. 4s. 5. Ah, look, didn't see this before. 5 is limited to here now. 5 blocks down here, 5 blocks across here, so that's a 5 we can place there. Just simply didn't see that before. Okay, that will give us a pair of 5s in these squares as well. Okay, I did actually show you where, why these patterns are the case. If you're not following along with your eyes, you need to follow. Keep up, please. 8 blocking down here, 8 blocking across here like this, so a pair of 8s there. And then 9s are just, now 9, now actually, now that we put that 5 in, before we had 9s in this square and this square, but now we've only got 9 that we have to place there, and we can also place a 9 up here now. So that's much better. The missing numbers here are 4 and 6. We don't have any info, but we'll put them in. 4 and 6. 4 blocks across here, so 4 is actually a pair here now, meaning that this one is no longer true. We can now remove the 1 and place our 1 here. That means 1 is going to be somewhere in that row. Right, so our pairs are in place. We have quite a few actually. Yeah, it's not bad. But obviously we haven't finished yet. So we need to finish. Let's look at this block down here. We've got 1, 2, and 3. We don't have 4 yet. 4 blocks down here. 4 blocks across here, and down here. So we can place our 4 right there. Now we overwrote an 8 there, so we can put in the 8. And that means this is going to be 3. Our 8 will be here, in fact, and the 7 is in that square there. 7 blocks across here and across here, so that's our 7. This square up here can't be 7, now 7 is here. It means 7 is limited to that column there. Now we have our 3, so this is a 5. And this is the only space where a 3 can go now, so we'll put that in. 3 is now completed. So 9 and 3 are actually done. Those are the 2 numbers we don't have to worry about anymore. We can just not be concerned about them at all. So the missing numbers here are 1 and 2. Now obviously we've got a 2 blocking that square there. So this is our 2 and this is our 1. That'll give us a 4 here and a 1 there. 1 will give us a 5 in this square and a 1 in this square here. This 2 means that cannot be a 2 any longer. Okay. 5 blocks across here, so 5 is in those 2 squares. And the missing number is 4. Okay, so 4 blocks up here. So we're going to put a 4 in, oops, wrong thing selected, 4 in that square there. And this will be our 6, this will be our 5 then. 6 will give us a 4 here and a 6 in that by value cell. Down here, 4 and a 6. Okay, it's not quite as difficult as some of these puzzles sometimes are. But we've got the middle block to consider now. 1, okay, 2 blocks across here like this, so 2 is possible in 3 squares like that. 3, 4 is done. 5 blocks down here and 5 blocks across here, so actually we can place a pair of 5s in those squares there. 6, 7 is done. 8 blocks across here and 8 blocks up here. Now we can place our 8 if we choose the right mode. Okay, so that will be a 7 here, 8 there. And this 7 now means that this must be a 5. And this will have to be a 1 to complete this row, giving us a 2 here and a 1 there. Just a 2 to complete this column now. That will mean this is a 7, we need a 5 to complete the block. Across here now we just need a 7. And that gives us a 2 to finish the game. Okay. Well, it took, a reasonable amount of time. Kind of average that it takes me for a normal kind of expert, hard level game, or expert for the LA Times or something like that. Fairly similar, so, but nothing really too tricky there. I think just a matter of just following the digits around. Okay, probably those people who play without notation managed that one okay. Right, that's it. Thank you very much, and hope to see you tomorrow for more Sudoku, or whenever you're in the mood for it. Thank you. Bye-bye.